Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Just finished taking a shower and I'm going to do my nighttime skincare routine. I'm filming this together because I don't have time to do things separately anymore. Even though all I do is be at home and go to work and I don't have school anymore. I don't know why I don't have time for things. But in this video, we are going to go over all the dramas that I watched in March of 2025. Let's start with the dramas that I've dropped. First is the 2025 Chinese fantasy costume romance, Si Jin. I've watched dropping in and out 20 out of 40 episodes. It tells the story of our female lead that gets killed and then wakes up with all her memories, like she woke up from a sleep, which is a common plot in C dramas lately. And she tries to change her tragic past, which includes the death of her brother and father. She reunites with a male lead whom she loved, but also the male lead is the one that killed her. So this is just a sad drama overall. The pacing issues, they were afraid to slow down and they just moved on from one story to another. Please calm down. Can I get to know the characters first before we move on to those makjang story points? Like, what's their personality like? What's their values? I don't think I've gotten to know the characters that well when I was watching the drama. And also, the narrative structure and how they edited and told the story was so choppy and amateurish and all over the place. And also, why is the past life of the female lead so tragic? All of the curse and the tragedy in Scene Drama Land happened to her. And just overall, it just made my head ache. And I like the male lead, or at least up until now. And I have been making excuses for him for his mediocre and bad performances. And this is heartbreaking, and this is my breaking point. I know that the economy is bad and you have bills to pay, but please be careful in choosing your dramas because you're a decent actor. You were known to be a decent actor before you broke out, and then you delved into this idol drama land. And please find a drama that is worth your time and take time to build the character that you decide to act on. The next drama is the 2025 Chinese contemporary rom-com, Ski Into Love. I watched 4 out of 23 episodes. I just checked it out when it first aired. It tells the story of a female lead that is a famous manga or web comic writer, but her career falls apart as her copyright and her pen name gets taken away from her. She decides to lay low at a ski resort from a recommendation from a friend. There she meets the male lead who was a professional snowboarder that was forced to retire. He is her snowboarding instructor. I really love Esther, but her signature cute persona and acting did not work in this drama. It was overdone. And the production quality was disappointing to me. It felt like a low budget web drama, which I didn't mind, but I expected better from the level of actress that Esther is and her past dramas. I expected the best thing level of production quality, but it was very mediocre. And just overall, the drama did not click with me. Next drama that I dropped is the 2025 Korean thriller, mystery, crime, revenge, Buried Hearts. I watched 10 out of 16 episodes. It tells the story of a man that is so loyal to the company he works for. He's called the Taesan man, and the company he works for is, of course, Taesan. Until he gets betrayed and he gets shot and loses his memories. In order to find out what happened to him, he goes back into the lion's den and learns that he stole $2 trillion. The people that he stole it from wants it back. That's why they're keeping him alive. I really don't know about this drama anymore. There is nothing believable in the exposition, the story, or the human relationships in this drama. And I feel like they are trying so hard on the romance. Even before the twist, I am not convinced of the love story. It kind of feels very forced, and the chemistry is not working for me. I don't know. The female lead is so mediocre. Like, at least have some personality, girl. I don't know. But the acting of the veteran actors are so fun to watch for me. That's why I stuck that long. But, the story is so eh. Next is the 2025 Korean action comedy romance Undercover High School. I finally watched this one. I watched 10 out of 12 episodes. A NIS agent, which is like FBI or whatever the equivalent of that here in the US is, goes undercover as a high schooler to retrieve the stolen golden bars from the Japanese colonial era. I guess this type of drama is never my type of drama to begin with. I started out when episode 6 aired, and on the weekends I have so much time on my hands. Even though I said I didn't have any time to do anything earlier in this video. And I had to fill my time with something. I have loved childish and cartoonish story plots before, but again, this is not for me. This is my personal opinion. I have never understood the charm of the female actress, the lead female actress. I've liked her in serious dramas like Uncle Samshik before. I guess the tone of her voice and just how she speaks bothers me, like Blackpink's Jisoo when she acts. I think her acting's fine, but the tone of her voice is not suited for acting, at least for me. I know actors that have unique voices that don't bother me whatsoever. For some reason, there are just specific actors and actresses that their voices just bothers me. Moving on to the dramas I completed. First is the 2025 Korean costume romance comedy, The Scandal of Chunhwa. I watched all 12 episodes. The story is set in a fictional period where a princess is set to find her own husband, and one of her suitors is a wealthy merchant, and in the meantime there's a scandalous novel circulating, and it is expected to be real stories of the royal family members. It centers around women and their struggles at that time and their views on what intimacy is, yada yada yada. Still a 6 out of 10. This drama sucks. I stood by what I said in the last video. This drama wants to be provocative but really does not cross the line at all. Koada's acting did not fit the role or blend in with the other actors in the drama either. Also, why does everybody's lips look so chapped in this drama? I don't know if it was the filter that they put in this drama overall, but if you go back and look, their lips are so chapped and it bothered me every time I looked at their faces, especially the close-ups. I don't know if they're planning for a season 2 or a present day version of this drama, but I don't know. I don't get why that present version of their characters should exist. What's the purpose? We don't know. The next drama that I completed is the 2025 Chinese contemporary romance with 28 episodes, The Best Thing. It tells the love story between a sleep-deprived hotel manager who goes to a traditional medical center as a last resort to her insomnia, and she meets a doctor who treats her insomnia and her other problems. I rate this 8 out of 10. This drama followed every expectations I had for the drama, from the production quality, the story, the pacing, the acting. I think everybody did their roles well, or at least it did not pull me out of the drama. But as a person, as a watcher, I get bored when the main couple gets together finally. I'm just that type of person, and it's rare that the story or the drama still hooks me when they get together. I just watch it for the sake of watching it, and this is what happened for me in the drama. When they got together, and I know they're gonna end up together, and their conflicts are going to be resolved quickly in a wholesome manner. But I wish the ex boyfriend was a little bit more reasonable and more nuanced in how he manipulated and completely destroyed the female lead's confidence. But overall, this is a safe drama. I don't know if I'll ever rewatch it. I don't think so, but I don't regret watching it. It was very cute. This is not just for this drama, but in recent dramas, there's this weird effect that they put. I don't know why, but it turns me off so much. There are better ways or other effects out there. Like, what is this? I'll put it up here. I saw it a couple of times in the C dramas and K dramas, but the first and worst offender is the Chinese drama Only for Love with Bailu and Dylan Wang in the party scene where they reunite. Something. I don't really remember the scene, but it is so ugly. Why? The next drama that I completed is the 2025 Chinese fantasy comedy romance with 32 episodes, Filter. It tells the story of two former classmates reuniting. I won't say that they're each other's first love because the male lead does not consider the female lead his first love. Homosexual my hair. Where was I? Oh, yeah. And they reunite because they end up working in the same company. The male lead is her boss and she is a new hire. But the twist is that she encounters an old lady that gives her a bracelet that can change her appearance, and sometimes it malfunctions, and that's where the comedy comes from. I rate this 8.5 out of 10. Most of the comedy worked for me. Some of them were a little bit over the top and it was so cringe, but the leads executed them really well. I don't know. I've never done this at night, so anyways, for the actual romance, I watched it for the second couple. Because their chemistry was so good and, their story was not overdone. I think I liked the second male lead. I've watched a couple of his dramas and I have a good impression of him. Oh my god. I like their story. Their two best friends ended up together and it was so cute. Alright, next drama I completed is the 2025 Korean rom-com with 12 episodes, My Dear Nemesis. It tells the story of a female lead that works as a team leader in a department store who is known to be a boss killer. They get a new boss who is the heir to this big conglomerate that they work for. Oh god. And they fall in love, but the twist is that they are each other's first love when they were younger, which they don't have a good memory of. So that is kind of the main conflict of the story. I rate this a 5 out of 10, which is unexpected because I love both the leads. And Honestly, this was such a hard watch because I got bored and I finished it just for the sake of finishing it and for the two leads. But honestly, I skipped the episodes a lot. I mean, I admit it was cute in the beginning, but I think it was because of my positive bias towards the actors. But I don't think they had much chemistry at all. Whew. I did not care for the chemistry nor the characters of the second leads for the whole other supporting cast. And I love a cute love story, but God, this one just keeps sliding down. But this one kind of felt juvenile and childish in general. Moving on to all the Thai dramas that I completed because I've been on a Thai drama kick lately. First one is the 2025 Thai mystery thriller with 6 episodes, Dala, Death and the Flowers. It tells the story of a florist that is wrapped up in a murder case when her client, who is the groom for the wedding, is suddenly found dead in her flower studio. Then the secrets of everybody involved gets revealed. Clues to the murder, yada yada yada. I rate it 7.5 out of 10. And this had a lot of potential, but it was very predictable in my opinion, but the mystery was unraveled nicely and I love Yaya. I think she's one of my favorite Thai actors. I just think she's just so charming, and seeing her in My Sharia More and then in this drama where she gives a cold mystery vibes, she just can do everything. But I wish her as a character had more of a revenge plan because that was her main motive of being the florist for this wedding and approaching everybody. That was her real motive. It felt like she was just a vehicle for the story, which is fine, but they alluded so much that she had something to do with the murder, and I wish she just had a solid revenge plan because I really don't know what was her purpose at the end. Just to find out who her father is? I don't know, because she's not have a plan to ruin this family, or at least it wasn't revealed. The next Thai drama I completed is the 2015 period romance with 12 episodes, Nung Nai Sang. Our male lead comes back to Thailand after finishing his studies, and he reunites with a childhood nemesis whom he used to bully, and the female lead wants nothing to do with him. I rate this 7 out of 10. Yaya and James had a really good chemistry. I understand why James is one of the top actors of his era and is still thriving because he still looks young. I watched one of his recent dramas and he looked really young compared to his contemporaries. Like, he still has that boyish charm. But it was a little bit frustrating to watch the female lead getting dragged into all of the BS just because she is kind-hearted, and the fact that she like owes people because she's an orphan. In general, she was looked down upon. She was still feisty and stood up for herself, but it broke my heart watching the drama, the female lead getting dragged around. Next drama I completed is the 2000 Thai period romance with 16 episodes, Prisoner. That OST is stuck in my head. Jesus. The female lead is the youngest of 4 daughters. Prisoner was raised in the States and is back in Thailand with her Western values. She stands out and, meets many people. One of them is the male lead, who is the prince. They get off on the wrong start. He's royalty with conservative values, and she is an American who's kind of a feminist. But As they spend time with each other, they discover how much they have in common and they fall in love. I rate this 8.5 out of 10. This was really good, but it got draggy in the end. And I have one major issue, which is age gap in real life between the leads. I mean, the female lead is a 15-year-old trying to portray a 19 or 20-year-old. No matter how good of an actress you are, you can't just hide puberty. And the guy was in his early 20s, was so visible that it makes you feel comfortable. Like, I had to research their age because I had a gut feeling that the female lead was really young when she filmed this. So it was really good, but I don't think I will be able to rewatch it ever again. I'm gonna blow dry my hair. I don't know how much it's going to affect the audio. Oh well, who cares? Oh, finally. There. Alright, the next Thai drama that I completed is the 2023 contemporary romance with 21 episodes, To the Moon and Back. It tells the story of a renowned servant who is our male lead. And he gets a bubbly new neighbor who's also eccentric. They have different backgrounds, but they manage to fall in love, and the male lead gets healed by the female lead's personality and values. I rate this 9 out of 10. I think this is my third time trying to watch this drama, and I finally was able to get into it and finish it. I don't know why it took so long, because this is such a nice watch. The couple was so wholesome. They're completely supportive of each other. They have really good chemistry, like godsend chemistry. And I like how they are a positive influence in each other's lives. What else? I like the second lead couple. I like the fact that the second lead couple did not end up together because they're toxic, and it's enough that they were an important part of each other's lives. They don't have to end up together. Also, I was taken aback sometimes when they break out into a song. Not just for this drama, but in the drama that I'm currently watching, Good Heavens, I'm a Goose, Not a Swan, where the female lead was trying to be a retail salesperson to pay her debts so she can earn money to be free and not be a prostitute anymore. She breaks into a song to attract customers, and I'm like, ugh, cringe. But I get it in this one because they are drag queens that put on a show, and their numbers also have significance in the storytelling and the identity of the character. And I don't mind a musical, but I have to note that it's a musical before I start watching. I have to be on that mindset. The next Thai drama that I completed is the 2024 Thai period romance. I think I'll do my front bangs first. I know how you do this. I'm not professional, Well, it's a 2024 Thai period romance with 19 episodes. My Sharia Moore. By the time you know what the story is about, the heiress to a department store comes back to Thailand from her studies, and then she gets acquainted with the family of her friend, especially the brother, who is a widower and a judge, who is secretly tasked to help drive out her suitors that her brother set up for her. I don't know if my ratings change every time I rewatch this drama, but I rate it 8 out of 10. I rewatch this drama a lot, and I just like the chemistry. I have a weird obsession with the pairing of Yaya and Tor, which is weird because I probably should watch Yaya and Nadek, but for some reason, I just don't feel like watching their dramas. Maybe it's because of the low quality, because it's so old. Never got around to watching their dramas. The only Japanese drama that I completed, which is the 2004 mystery medical drama Unmet Aru no Gekai no Nikki. And it has 11 episodes. The female lead is a former neurosurgeon who currently works as a nurse's assistant because she lost her memories and she loses her daily memories ever since. So she keeps a diary. So she can't work as a neurosurgeon anymore until a new neurosurgeon arrives at the hospital and pushes her and encourages her to practice again. 10 out of 10. This drama is a 10 out of 10 for me. I was looking for Japanese dramas to watch since I haven't watched one in a while. At least a proper Japanese drama, not the short web drama that is adapted from a manga to live action romance type of Japanese dramas. And this was very nice. A very, very nice surprise. I guess this is what I have been missing out on, and I have to go back into watching Japanese dramas now. This was very healing and it encourages you to be who you are and finding out about yourself. I don't know. This drama did not give me a wave of emotion, but it was very healing. Alright, the last drama I completed, kind of completed this month. I always struggle doing my hair, is the 2025 Chinese costume revenge drama with 30 episodes, The Glory. The female lead is the only legitimate daughter of the Zhuang family, but she is exiled when she was young because she was rumored to be cursed. She returns home after her foster parents get killed in a robbery. The male lead, who is a widower and who is also the brother-in-law, who was also engaged to the female lead in the past, is suspicious of her return. I rate this 7 out of 10. This is a typical idol drama. I'm glad that the female lead finally got her break. Her acting was okay. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't like good either. But compared to her contemporaries who are getting lead roles, she actually is doing better. Me personally, I think it's just awkward when she's trying to attack somebody with her hairpin or a knife or something. Because she's so skinny. She looks so frail when she tries to do that. And the way she swings her arms is very awkward. I really love the veteran actors. I think they're the main focal point, especially in the acting. And their character arc and their story arcs so much more interesting than the two leads, and they really showed off their acting. It was a showdown between the mothers and the dads and everybody that's older in this drama. They were really good. Not just the mother of the female lead, the father, the concubine, the female lead's mother's lover. Everybody who's a mid-range actor was good in this drama. But the only breaking point in terms of acting is that the male lead is not that good. He's the typical cold, stone-faced lead. I love those type of male leads, but he doesn't know how to play one, okay? He really does not know how to play a cold-faced male lead. And I don't have a good impression on him on, I don't know, the Zhao Ling and Lin Gengxin drama that I really like, that I rewatch for the sake of their chemistry. He wasn't that good in that one either, but he's very handsome. But it doesn't pull you out of the drama. He's not horrible, but he's not good either. It's watchable. He doesn't destroy the watching experience. The way he acted the character makes me feel like he had Botox or something. But I watched one of their interviews to promote the drama, and his face moves fine. It functions well. He can move his facial muscles, so I don't know why he acted the character that way. It's most likely the director instructed him to do it like that. This is why directors are so important, because they determine the mood and the acting styles of the actors. And I wish they didn't okay mediocre acting, but Chinese drama land is like so fast moving with their filming and shooting schedules, but it takes forever for them to pass censorship. And actors jump from one project to another real fast. So I think they don't even know they are acting terribly or mediocre because they don't have time to assess it. Alright, moving on finally to the dramas that I am currently watching. First is the 2025 Korean romance comedy, The Potato Lab. I watched 10 out of 12 episodes. It tells the story of a potato research company that gets acquired by a bigger conglomerate, and the female lead is a researcher at that facility, and then they get a new boss who is a type A kind of guy. I rate this 8 out of 10. I like it. The two leads of this drama finally got their break, well, I guess their own chance to lead the drama by themselves after being in the industry for so long. And I don't know why the people are hating on this drama so much, because I like it. And I don't feel like the female lead is a doormat character, or that she is a doormat. I don't feel like she is a doormat at all. She's just a regular person that gives people a chance. She doesn't cut people off. She tries to give them a chance and listen to them. And I usually don't like a character that is super extreme, like don't talk to me or else you're out of my life. I really don't like it when they do that. That's not how normal people are. But anyway, I really like it, except for the times where the extreme comedy is at, especially at the cooking competition. That was a little bit cringe. It has the sitcom-y type of vibes, so I guess it's okay. It fits the whole vibe. Next drama that I'm currently watching is the 2025 Thai time travel period romance. I've watched 20 out of 23 episodes. It is Good Heavens, I'm a Goose, Not a Swan. I will rate this 7.5 out of 10. This is an extremely cute drama in the beginning, but at this point, it's really dragging. The central plot point is gone. I don't even know what the plot is anymore, except for when putting the bad guys in jail, but the process and the side plots are just getting out of hand. And Thai dramas have to chill with the side plots, okay? And yeah, the leads are good. They have a really nice chemistry and they're extremely good looking. I especially like the vibe of the female lead so much. I think she's so pretty. And I think I've seen her music video in YouTube. I think she's a singer primarily. I don't know. I don't really know, but she's so pretty. And she sings the main OSTs for this drama. Anyways, the next drama that I'm currently watching is the 2025 Korean business drama, The Art of Negotiation. I've watched 8 out of 12 episodes. A conglomerate plans a elaborate M&A, merger and acquisition, to save itself, led by the male lead. But the male lead, of course, has his own agenda. I currently rate this 9 out of 10. This drama is not dramatic. Everything flows like a river. It's calm, but there is tension and suspense. And even though I know nothing about M&As, I follow the drama. It's very interesting how they do stuff. Even though you know nothing about M&As, the drama hooks you in because they don't approach it from a numbers perspective, though it is a big part and a huge component when they do the M&A, but they approach it in a human like relationship, because money and numbers aren't everything. If you give what other party desire that's greater than money, then they will sell the company to you or agree to buy the company. So that's what I've learned as a business major. But there is no romance. Up until now, it's a business drama with a lot of emphasis on human relationships, and that's how they get their business done. Alright, the last drama that I am going to mention is the 2025 Korean medical thriller drama, Hyper Knife. I watched 4 out of 8 episodes. The female lead was a promising neurosurgeon, but then she got blacklisted and kicked out of the field by her mentor, and now she works in like the black market and performing illegal surgeries. And then several years later, her mentor finds her and asks her to perform surgery on him because he's sick. He is sick. I currently rate this 7 out of 10. I'm still kind of on the fence about this one. I think they're trying to do too much when they made the female lead a murderer. It's not just a one-time thing. She murders quite often. It's like adding a murder mystery plot in a romance drama. It feels so random and out of place. I feel like the relationship and the obsession that these two leads have with each other is enough to make a interesting drama. I don't mind it. I like seeing Park Eun-bin killing people on screen because her acting's really great. She adds her own charm to a psychotic character, or she adds a little bit of cuteness and adorableness. Can't hate her because she's Park Eun-bin. I also forgot to add I'm watching 2 more dramas, 1 weekend drama for my Eagle Brothers and 1 daily drama, Desperate Mrs. Sungju. I've mentioned these dramas several times before. Sorry if you could not hear the later half of this video. If it's too much noise, then I will not do it next time. Just in case you were curious, this is my hair routine. See you next time, everybody. Bye!